Welcome all gunning to Old Trafford here again with your host, Shady and Ibrahim Chunara, my man, Casemiro! Love
Three men of the
Casemiro.
match performances.
3 men of the match, guys. And don't forget to the preview video is dropping soon. The reviews, guys. YouTube is rocking.
Not dropping soon. They've dropped already.
They dropped off already, and I need to go give a like. I need to give a like and a comment. So yeah, brilliant stuff, guys. We have started again our one of the most exciting segments, Ibi.
Yes.
An educational segment. And I'm going to pass it on over to Ibrahim to bring it in. Thank you so much, guys.
Guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and get us across all our channels, across multiple social media platforms, starting from YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and 2 upcoming ones, Facebook and Spotify, where you can hear our voices.
Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. Wow.
Brilliant stuff. So, guys, today's segment, Stadium Tour, like Abdul said, one of the fans' favorites. Last week, we traveled to St. James's Park, where we got the Magpies, a resurgent Newcastle United.
Yeah.
And this week, we're going to one of the most scenic stadiums that I wouldn't say just in England, but I think in world football. And that is Craven Cottage. What a brilliant stadium. So, Abdul, do you want me to go in with a bit of facts?
Okay.
Or we're going to bounce around between us?
Let's bounce around.
Okay, perfect.
You can start it off if you want. Okay, let me start. I think I've got the... You know what, guys? This is how it is. I've got the starting facts. And if you just... it's like the intro, the conclusion, and then the
intro, the body, and the conclusion.
Body and the conclusion. Remember when we used to write? So, yeah. So, brilliant stuff, guys. Craven Cottage. Oh, wow. What a stadium. An historic stadium right beside the banks of the River Thames.
Oh, beautiful.
It's a marvel.
Scenic setting.
Scenic. It's a marvel to watch. It's one of those stadiums, guys. If you guys are traveling, it's one of those stadiums you want to go in.
Go and visit.
Just go and visit,
I mean, Dodi Al-Fayed used to win them before,
Yes. Princess Diana. And things were... Yeah, it was a talk of the town.
100%.
Fulham. And also a historic club, Ibi.
There's
a lot of people that still today support Fulham.
The one kid that reminds me of Fulham, the Pizza Hut logo.
Oh, yes.
Louis Saha used to wear that. He had long hair with a black band on his head. Amazing.
Remember, even if I seem to be corrected, remember Al-Haji Diop?
Al-Haji Diop played for them.
But did he go? He was first at Liverpool, then to Fulham, or Fulham into Liverpool? I know there was some link.
I think Fulham and then Liverpool.
Fulham because he really played well.
And then the World Cup pushed him out, you remember?
The World Cup pushed him out. So yeah, guys, sorry about it. Myself and Ibrahim, we get...
even Papa Diop.
Papa Diop, also brilliant. And who's that
he
guy?
Passed on, didn't he?
He passed on. That guy that played for Pirates also, I forgot his name, from Portugal. Baumorte, guys, we were sitting here one day and I knew Baumorte played for Pirates and I told the guys, remember, everybody looked at me like...
You were shocked, man.
I was. And then, the way they looked at me, guys, is... I also became shocked. I also said, but did he play? But Baumorte also played in Pirates. Sorry, guys. So, Craven Cottage, Fulham, 22,384 seater, a very small stadium. However, its highest attendance, now listen to these numbers, 49,335, which was against Millwall in 1938. Millwall. So imagine, guys, we're on 22,384, but if people can stand around because it's right next to the River Thames, and like the old Highbury, it's in a residential area. So it makes it very compact and difficult for opposing teams to come play there.
And Paul Freeman, there's a shout out to you, big Millwall fan, huh? My ex-boss's boss at my previous company, Paul Freeman.
Millwall, love you guys. Also, Ibrahim, they have something very iconic there. The Johnny Haynes stand, which was erected in 1970.
He can't see his own hand.
Sorry, guys. It was elected in 1970, and Johnny Haynes was a Fulham born and bred. Played in the 1960, I know which World Cup it was in England as well. 66. And it's the oldest remaining football stand in the world.
Oh,
the oldest remaining. So, brilliant history, right? Maybe you can take us in as well.
So, the name Craven Cottage, a lot of people get confused as to why a football stadium is called Craven Cottage. But before Craven Cottage became a footballing stadium, it was originally a hunting lodge. And it has history dating back 300 years. Right?
Yes.
The stadium was used by international teams, when the World Cup was hosted in England.
Okay.
So the US, Australia, Ireland, and Canada. And also was formerly the home ground for the rugby league club Fulham RLFC. So pre-Fulham, and just a little bit history about the cottage. The original cottage was built in 1780 by William Craven, the sixth Baron Craven, and was located close to where Johnny Hines Stadium stand is now.
Wow.
So some history to your Johnny Hines stand.
Amazing.
At the time, the surrounding areas were woods which made up part of Anne Boylan's hunting grounds. So a lot of people used to use it as a place to stay when they used to go out for hunting.
Wow.
The cottage was lived in by Edwin Bulmer Lytton and other somewhat notable persons until it was destroyed by fire in 1888. Fulham had a few stadiums before. So before this, Fulham had 8 previous stadiums before setting Craven Cottage as their home ground. Therefore, the cottages have had 12 grounds overall, including a temporary stay at Loftus Road, meaning they only their former landlords and rivals QPR have had more grounds in British football.
Yes.
So in total, 12 stadiums, including Craven Cottage.
Wow.
They then took Craven Cottage as their stand in 1896. A little bit history, Abdul, and the last piece before we get into our games.
Ibrahim, keep it coming. We need this.
I lost it now quickly. I just want to find it quickly. And it's got to do with Arsenal.
Yes, you said something.
Yeah.
Listen to this, guys.
So, if you didn't know, one of the club's directors, Henry Norris, and his friend William Hall took over Arsenal in 1910. And this was before...
Just before the Chapman.
The Chapmans, right?
Just before the Chapman.
And the plan was to merge Fulham and Arsenal to form a London super club with Craven Cottage as their home ground.
So Highbury wasn't even in the picture?
No.
Oh my God.
I mean, obviously they had their own stadium, but they were in Fulham had Craven Cottage. Yes. But Fulham was struggling to get into the top tier of football. So this idea was to get Arsenal and Fulham merged to create a super club, and Craven Cottage was going to be their home.
By the fans, for the fans. You heard it first at Gunning to Old Trafford. I didn't even know that. You wanted to surprise me.
I wanted to surprise you.
Wow, I love it, man. Ibi, I love it.
Brilliant
Craven
stuff.
Cottage.
Abdul, do you have some history about the current revitalization of it?
Nothing much, Ibi, but what's happening is, of what I read earlier on, is that the Thames is obviously, the residential area is expanding.
Yeah.
And Fulham as a club, I mean, look at the number, 22,384. For them to really want to chill with the big boys.
Yeah. You want to bamba.
You want to bamba with the big boys. There has to be some sort of investment going in there. Some sort of plans. So there's huge plans. Maybe you can just run it through with us and take it from there.
On 27th of July 2012, they had permission from the council to extend the capacity from 22,000 to 30,000, and I think that's the plan. So that's what's currently happening. There's a lot of more seats being built on the side of the River Thames, and they're extending the capacity of the Craven Cottage. A really iconic stadium. And Abdul, it brings back some memories, and I'm not going to go very far back. Just before the World Cup break, Manchester United travelled to Craven Cottage to play Fulham. I'm not sure if it was the last game or the game before the last game, but I think it was the last game before the World Cup break, where we first Fulham at Craven Cottage. And a really tough fixture.
Always, yeah.
Our old boy, Dan, what's his name?
Not where.
He came from Leeds, man. Daniel James. James. Obviously playing for Fulham. We have Andreas Pereira. So they had a lot to prove against Manchester United. Mitrovic is there. And Mitrovic was in form. Luckily, he was injured going into
yes,
the
I remember
game.
that. I remember, yeah.
And also, I mean, that led to him not being available at the World Cup. Yes, they had him there, but he wasn't really playing for Serbia. So, a tough game. Manchester United go in. Bruno Fernandes starts off with an assist and the quarterback gets a goal. I think Bruno tried to go for a bit of a shot, but it ended up being a bit of a cross through the defense. Eriksson anticipates it, runs to the back post and a tap in to give Manchester United the lead. After that, United in the ascendancy, had a few chances, really, really wasteful. Martial again, Rashford, 1-0 against Fulham is always tricky.
Yeah.
In the second half, a nowhere ball from Fulham. The ball's going out for a throw-in. Fernandes tries to keep it in. Fulham pick up the ball in their half and they break. A swooping attack. Ball gets played out from the left to the right. Then James, tap in, scores against Manchester United.
Celebrate.
Not a big celebration.
Okay, yeah.
It's small.
Oh, yes, we'll take out a sharp off for him, man.
1-1.
1-1.
Looks like United are going to draw the last game before the break. Ten Hag's a bit deflated. The team are not, pushing. And in the last few minutes of the game, 93rd minute, the ball... Fergie time. The ball comes out from the left and it lands to Garnacho. Garnacho runs at the Fulham defense, plays the ball out to the center. Ball is played into the box, and Garnacho had no justification in getting to the ball. Fulham should have cut it out. Garnacho, pure determination, gets in front of the defender, toe pokes it past the goalkeeper. Last touch of the game, 2-1 Manchester United.
And here we come
the
World Cup
break. Nice break.
One.
Nice thing to go in,
Nice
confidence
one.
up. So
Nice
that when you
one.
come back, you end off on a high. So
Amazing.
modern game, good memories at Craven Cottage.
Brilliant
Tricky
stuff.
one, but Manchester United come away with the 2-1 win.
Oh, wow. That was amazing. Ibi, I'm not going to go into I'm going to change it a bit if it's okay with you. Not going to go into a specific game. Just to tell you, the Arsenal with Arsene Wenger, Craven Cottage was a very good hunting ground. Because as of 1996, right up until now, Arsenal have played Fulham 31 times. Have drawn only 10 and won 21 times.
Oh.
However, listen to this.
So we've never lost.
Never
Fulham.
lost.
At Craven Cottage.
At Craven Cottage. Obviously before the Arsene Wenger era. And that's what we're going to talk about. And there was an interview where Arsene Wenger says that, you know what, it's down the road from Highbury. And the likes of Thierry Henry, Patrick Vieira feel that it's like their second training ground. And it was always, let me tell you, Arsenal and Fulham always had that rivalry, tension game. But Arsenal just always had something on them.
On them, yeah.
And having said that, I'm really looking forward to. We beat them at the Emirates in the start of the season with Pereira, with James. They're looking good, man. I love Mitrovic. I think they won this last week. I'm looking forward to the second game when we go to
at the Cottage.
At the Cottage, because now there's something also to play for.
Yeah.
You can knock Arsenal off the purge as well, So I'm looking forward to it. Fulham, Arsenal always had that rivalry. Obviously, then they went down as well. I love the players there. I loved Luisa, Diouf,
Berbatov.
I mean, these guys all came from Fulham. So much respect for Fulham, much respect for Craven Cottage. Also, like we said earlier on, was once owned by Alhaji Diop.
Alhaji
Diop.
Alhaji Diop. Dodi
Al-Fayyad. So at that time there, when we knew that was happening, we all also wanted to check what's happening in Fulham. Can you remember? 100%. We were still young those days. So, wow, what an education once again. And this is just what this segment is about, guys. It's not only just a stadium. It's about the education behind the stadium, the history of the stadium, and obviously how well or how bad our teams have done at the stadium. So, a brilliant
And Fulham
segment.
are playing scintillating football.
Oh, amazing stuff. That's why I'm
football.
telling you, with the Fulham crowd, and like I said, it's in a residential, that River Thames, it rocks.
And ex-Chelsea manager used to coach, ex-Chelsea player, Scott Parker, coached them for what? But
talking
he brought them
Scott
up,
Parker,
came down, got sacked.
That was wrong.
And then this new guy brought him back up again.
Actually, talking of Scott Parker, sorry, he's a new manager for a big team in Spain, man. Sorry, I forgot. Sorry, guys. Scott Parker, big one. I forgot to tell you about it when I was reading it the other. No, he's got, and Scott Parker was always so smart.
And guys, while Abdul looks for that, just a reminder, Gunning to Old Trafford is across multiple platforms. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification on YouTube. But get us on Instagram at gunning_2_Old Trafford, on Twitter at gunning2OT. on TikTok at Guiding to Old Trafford, and 2 upcoming platforms to look out for. Facebook for your curated stuff that Abdul will be managing, and Spotify for all of you that don't have time to watch videos but in traffic that want to listen to what we have to say. There's going to be our streaming on Spotify that will be available on all major podcasts. So look forward to that.
Brilliant stuff. Please, guys, don't forget to also like, share, comment, hit that bell notification. So Ibrahim, Scott Parker, I feel like he was just, like we said, unfair. Fulham at Bournemouth. Got a job at Club Brugge, Belgium.
Club Brugge, Belgium.
Club Brugge. That's a top club.
Big club.
I mean, that's Aspirations Champions League.
Lot of history.
So, big up Scott Parker, Fulham legend, man.
Brilliant player.
Fulham legend.
So, guys, with that, the stadium tour comes to an end. St. James's Park last week. Craven Cottage this week. And next week, we're traveling all the way to Spain.
Yes, that's done.
A big surprise.
It's already
a big surprise.
It's locked down.
Are we telling them? Or are we giving them a surprise?
Let's drop it. Oh, I don't know. Tell them, Evie.
Let's give them a surprise.
Okay, surprise.
Okay, guys. So next week we travel to Spain.
We're in Spain. Yeah. If you guys want to, you guys can come with your guys. The
sombrero.
The sombrero. We meet you guys in Ibiza.
Ibiza?
No, it's not. It's not Ibiza.
In
Spain?
I don't know.
Okay, but okay. We'll see you in Spain.
Portugal?
I always thought it's
Guys, Reina's in. Abdul, look at it. Look at where Ibiza is.
Where is Ibiza?
Look at where Ibiza is.
Oh my God.
Meet us in Spain with your sombrero. And we can do some bullfighting. We can do some tomato stamping. And Abdul is just confirming where Ibiza is.
Okay, so...
it is Spain.
It's in Spain, Ibiza. I always see people always partying. So... We see you guys in Spain, guys.
Guys, thank you so much. And Abdul, with that, we are Guiding to Old Trafford. Thank you,
guys. Bye-bye.